Everton's Jordan Pickford produced a dramatic double save in the 9th minute of injury time to deny Ollie McBurney a late winner for Sheffield United. In the end, it finished 2 apiece. Both sides are still winless, but they get their first point on the board. The life of a goalkeeper after what happened to him earlier in that game then, Shay.
Well, the strikers normally get the headlines, don't they? But I think tomorrow Pickford will get the headlines for a brilliant save. It's a phenomenal double save, and the timing of it as well. It's the last kick of the game, isn't it? And yeah, he's shown why he's England's number one. It's a brilliant save. I mean, we spoke about McBurney before the game. It's both off McBurney. The first save onto the crossbar is probably the best part of it. He probably gets a wee bit of luck with the second one, Manish, but this is a brilliant save because it bounces fast off the ground and just managed to get up and get his head on the second one actually. But this first save is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant save. We've seen some great saves this season already. I know it's only week 3 or whatever, but that's right up there.
Leon, it's interesting. We're often talking about Everton's lack of goals in this first start of the season, but he's come up with some big saves in those games.
He has done in his entire Everton career. Last season, the season before, some huge saves to basically keep Everton in the Premier League throughout the course of the season, to get a point here or even to save goal difference at certain parts of the season. His issue is when he has a mistake, it becomes high profile and everybody focuses on the mistakes that he makes. But there's no denying some of the saves he makes are absolutely outstanding. He made 3 again today. He made a wonderful save in the first half with his left hand. That double save was as good as it gets, especially, as I said before, because if Everton go into this break having lost 4 games in a row, having lost a demoralising last-minute defeat to Sheffield United, it could really be difficult to recover from. But now there's a bit more positivity. There's 2 goals scored. The keeper's made a wonderful save, and you go on reasonably happy.
Jordan Pickford will be feeling it was a bit of justice as far as he's concerned. If his head played a part in that double save, it also played a part in Sheffield United's second just before half-time.
He's really unlucky here, Manish. He's gone full length across the goal, and Archer, give credit to Archer obviously for the strike, and his debut was a bright spark for Sheffield United, of course, but there's nothing Pickford as a goalkeeper can do here. You're just trying to get the touch on the one around the post, and then it's just purely down to luck that hits him on the back and he can't react.
Trailing 2-1 at the break, Everton needed a reaction, and they certainly got one. Interesting to know what Sean Dyche would have said to his players. But this finish from Danjuma, how much of it, though, was down to the ball from Nathan Patterson?
It was a very good ball, outstanding ball from Patterson in that position. He's got that thin corridor to aim for, and he hits it perfectly. But it's the whole move from Everton, Patterson in particular. He wins that battle down the flank on that side. But when you get into that position, there's no point in all the work that comes before it if you don't show the quality at the very end to deliver the crucial pass, and he did do. He basically said to Danjuma, you better not miss this. Yeah. And thankfully for Everton, Danjuma got his foot behind it, concentrated with the finish, used the correct technique to finish it. I've just talked that Everton haven't been doing that over the course of this season, but they nailed it there and justifiably got back into the game and could have gone on at that point.
OK, I tell you what, let's get some post-match reaction then from the man who managed to get that point for Everton. Here is Arnaut Danjuma.
Arnaut, a great game to watch. How was that to play in?
Hectic, to say the least. I think we started all right. I think over the course of the game, I think we played good. It's always a bit difficult and challenging to say that you've played good if you only get a point from it. But I think still, if you look to the past, Everton has had 2 very difficult past seasons. So I keep saying it's the same thing over and over. We're still in the middle of a process. It's good to see that the fans are backing us and that they believe in it. I think the players and the staff believe in it as well. I think even in the games today, you can just see it's just fine-tuning the details, because the feeling in the change room is always the same. We should have won, we should have won, we should have won. It seems to be a common denominator. I think against Fulham, Wolverhampton, we had the same feeling that we kind of played good. We're all over them, and then there's a brief moment in the game where we just seem to switch off. And the minute we concede a goal, we find it difficult to get back. So as I said earlier, I think it's just the details. So on one side it's good, because if it's just the details, it means that you're nearly there. And on the flip side, you just want to make sure that you take it over the edge.
Well, from sides towards the bottom end of the table, next our focus is on a team looking possibly to go top spot.